Samsung AC Error C1 is a communication failure that affects split-type air conditioning systems, particularly common in digital inverter models manufactured from 2018 onwards. This error occurs when the indoor unit cannot properly communicate with the outdoor unit, causing the system to enter a protective shutdown mode. The communication system uses low-voltage DC signals, typically 12 to 24 volts, to transmit data between units. When this communication fails for more than 3 minutes, the C1 error is triggered. Error C1 has 4 primary causes, each with different likelihood and characteristics. Understanding these causes helps in proper diagnosis and repair. Wiring and connection issues account for 60% of all C1 errors. This includes loose connections, corroded terminals, damaged cables, and water damage to electrical connections. Control board malfunctions represent 25% of C1 errors. These include PCB failures from power surges, component degradation, and firmware corruption in digital inverter models. Environmental factors cause 10% of C1 errors, including electromagnetic interference from nearby devices and moisture ingress in electrical compartments. The remaining 5% of C1 errors stem from power supply issues, such as voltage fluctuations exceeding 10% of rated voltage and inadequate grounding causing signal interference. Error C1 affects 12% of all Samsung AC service calls, with an 85% resolution success rate when proper diagnostic procedures are followed. Understanding these causes is essential for effective troubleshooting. The first troubleshooting step for Samsung AC Error C1 is performing a complete power cycle reset. This simple procedure resolves about 30% of communication errors. Disconnect the power completely for 10 to 15 minutes. This allows the control boards to fully reset and clear any temporary communication glitches. After the waiting period, reconnect power and restart the system. This resolves the error in approximately 30% of cases. If the power cycle doesn't resolve the error, proceed to visual inspection of all wiring and connections. Look for obvious signs of damage that could interrupt communication. For more advanced diagnosis, use a multimeter to test the communication lines. Check for proper continuity and verify voltage levels between 12 and 24 volts DC at terminal connections. Test continuity in the communication wires to ensure there are no breaks in the circuit. A complete circuit indicates proper wire broken connection points to damaged cables. If wiring tests pass, the problem likely lies in the control boards themselves. Test both indoor and outdoor unit printed circuit boards for component failures. When basic troubleshooting fails, professional repair solutions become necessary. PCB replacement typically costs between $150 and $400, depending on your specific model. Complete rewiring may be necessary in 15% of cases, typically costing between $200 and $500. However, Samsung has released firmware updates for many models that can resolve communication stability issues at no cost. Prevention is always better than repair. Regular maintenance, surge protectors, and professional installation can reduce C1 errors by up to 70%. Following these troubleshooting steps systematically will resolve most Samsung AC Error C1 issues. Start with the simple power reset, progress through visual and electrical testing, and consider professional help when needed.